Episode 130, 130, 130. What's the podcast?
130 is a milestone. That's a big number.
It's
That
okay.
is a
We're
big
gonna
number.
take a break at 200 people, but that'll probably be in a year, so it's all good.
70 year and change. Yeah. Okay.
23. You know what I'm saying? 23.
We're back.
Episode 130. We're back with the podcast. DJ Jerome Baker the third. I am here. Shout out to my man, always available. Hashtag Streetwear Eddie.
What's good, fellas?
And shout out to Abdul the Republican, aka Don't Charge Abdul.
I like how I'm out the way in that.
We gotta come. Eddie like a libertarian. What do they call libertarian?
I don't know.
Libertarian or some
Libertarian.
People,
That's you.
Abdul might feel some kind of way tonight. Obviously, we know he's a Republican. We know his
Jerome McCain.
his efforts to get the California recall failed, and we're very happy about that. You know what I'm saying?
What happened? Explain that to me.
So basically, they were trying to recall the governor in California, who's
The governor right now is a Republican.
No, he's a Democrat.
He's a Democrat.
Okay.
The Republicans were trying to recall him.
Can you do that?
Yeah, I mean it became a vote. It was like a national vote. Like,
But how did it even get to that? Like you could just choose to get a governor out of the way by
they organized. They organized and they did what they needed to do legally to make the special election happen.
okay.
And it's sad because the leading guy who was trying to replace the governor is a black dude named Larry Elder, who's like a talk radio host.
And he's a Republican?
He's a Republican. He's a black guy.
Are they trying to turn California into Florida?
And hold on, and he's from Crenshaw. Like he went to Crenshaw High School, same high school as Nipsey, right?
Okay.
I believe Nipsey went to Crenshaw. I'm not sure, but but
Nipsey's from
nevertheless-
Crenshaw.
We
know that.
So
Yeah.
nevertheless, they ended up not being able to. I mean, the dude won like 66-32. So you know what I'm saying. So
who did the standing?
No, the Democrats won. So
Okay.
Nipsey stayed in office.
Yeah.
So what was crazy though is there was a graph that showed the counties that voted Republican in the 2020 election and for this recall were the same counties that have the highest amount of COVID infection in the United States. I mean, in the state of California.
Is that shocking to you?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Nothing shocks me with COVID anymore. People are just. I believe there was another talk show host that passed away. I believe there's been 5 or 6 conservative talk show hosts that have now passed away, who they spoke out about it and said COVID was a real accept. And what happens next? Your wife's on Facebook talking about, please pray for us. Please go.
Here's the GoFundMe. Go put some
all
money
that.
in it.
Listen,
Come on, get out of here.
go fund. Yeah, you might as well go.
Go
play
fund these
traffic.
nuts.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Respectfully.
respectfully. So, what's the podcast? Episode 130. We're back. Obviously.
So the Democrats are still holding the governor's seat
Yeah,
in
Newsom
California.
Newsom
That's
is
good
still-
news, right?
Yeah,
He's kind of an
absolutely.
asshole, right? Newsom is he's a little bit problematic.
I don't know. I just think he's not your sort of like he just doesn't. He's just not like, hey, I'm happy to be here type guy. Like he challenges the status quo a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He shakes things up. He's a little uncomfortable. But you know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on. People were hoping that he didn't lose, which he didn't, which is good. And now Democrats are feeling somewhat positive about they just have momentum in general, but they need to capitalize on it. You know what I'm saying? They still need to end the filibuster, pass the Voting Rights Act, pass this $3.5 trillion infrastructure deal, amongst many other things. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to. There's a federal ban on chokeholds. So
For the police.
Yeah, ban on chokeholds for federal officers, latest in nationwide push to hold police to a higher standard. We didn't talk about it last week, but they did. What's my man's name? Elijah, the kid in Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the police killed him?
Nah, remind me of that one.
Yes.
What happened there?
You have to remember this. There was a black kid in Colorado.
I
Elijah
remember the
McClain.
name.
Elijah McClain.
Yes.
So basically, the Colorado cops and the paramedics were charged with manslaughter, and negligent homicide in his death.
Oh yeah, this was the young kid too, man.
Yeah,
With the
Put in-
glasses
He was
on.
put in a
God
chokehold and injected with ketamine.
That's right.
So
The paramedics injected him with ketamine.
yeah, to try to calm him down.
Wow. Is that like
But I think
is that something they do to calm people down?
Well, I think what they were trying to do, I think he was having a reaction to the chokehold they put him in, because he was a harmless kid.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, most people have reactions.
He's the kid
to
who was playing
chokehold when you
play
can't
the
breathe.
instrument, right?
Yeah. So
I
believe
remember that story.
I believe they
Golly.
realized they messed up, and like maybe they sent him into a heart attack or something, and then they used ketamine to try to calm him down, and it ultimately killed him.
Fucking devils.
So what happened with that? What's the? What
Well,
were you
that
saying?
just happened. We didn't talk about it last week, is what I'm saying.
So that just happened.
Wednesday, September 1st. We never
Wow.
spoke about it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
So he's telling them he can't breathe. The amount of ketamine injected into McClain in an effort to sedate him was appropriate for a man 50 pounds heavier than his 140-pound frame, according to an independent investigation. The police said that he resisted contact. A struggle ensued, and he was taken into custody. And basically, all five of the defendants have been indicted by a state grand jury in a 32-count indictment against all five defendants.
Fuck those cops, man.
With a single count each of manslaughter.
Yeah. Fuck the paramedics too, man.
Yeah, fuck the paramedics. FTP all around.
Yeah.
What's up with y'all, man? FTP is the slogan. Yeah.
You know, hey man, I was happy to be here, bro.
How's your week?
More DJing.
Yeah.
That's all I got for you right now.
September 11th, you were DJing?
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
That's
I
what's
did
Yeah.
gigs. Yeah, I did a fine arts cocktail hour. And
Oh,
then
I wanted to come to that. Was that the Walls of DC art thing?
No. That was Sunday. So
Oh, okay.
Saturday was fine art cocktail hour.
What do
Wednesday,
you play at a fine art cocktail hour?
Hove.
What's your playlist like?
So I
You
have
gotta have a lot of Hove, Nas.
a lot of funk and soul. That I have a playlist called Exit 70.
Yep.
And my Exit 70 playlist. So Exit 70 in New York is the one that takes you to the Hamptons. So when you take Exit 70, you realize the vibe that you're going for.
Mm-hmm.
It's all soft rock,
Rich white
yacht-
people
yeah,
vibe.
exactly. Because I was doing the Reston. It was the Reston Fine Arts Cocktail Association.
You should have
cocktail
put in
hour.
some Britney Spears.
Nah, that's too new to them.
Big Billy Joel.
Just
Big
Bee
Billy
Gees.
Joel vibes.
Bee Gees. You know, ABBA.
Oh, the Bee Gees and ABBA.
Oh,
okay.
he said ABBA. Oh,
And
cocaine,
shit.
cocaine in the bathroom vibes.
Yeah.
They did the cocaine 20 years ago. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah,
did
yeah.
the
They tried it.
They still doing it.
Yeah, but I mean they're a little old. You know, it's Reston, so it's like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. It's a different vibe. And then Sunday, I did what did I do? I did the DC Walls opening launch party. Matthias actually threw that lob to me, so that was super dope that he did that.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to our guy Chris, friend of the show.
Chris was supposed to be there, but he didn't show up on Sunday. I don't know what was up with him.
Well,
He kept-
his artwork was up on the walls.
I know, but he kept being like, "Yo, I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow."
Oh,
You know
I
what I'm
see.
saying? He didn't pull up, so
He might have
but
just
yeah.
worked all day because I
He probably was
know.
sleeping.
Yeah, he might have been.
shout out to
Washed.
Chris, man. He's got the best socks in the game right now.
Yeah, dog.
You
I
know
love
what I'm
his
saying?
socks.
He,
Let's shout out the company. It's hold on.
We'll make sure we put the @ in this week's
But while
the
we're
caption.
here,
OOTTSS store or something like that.
Yep, OOTTSS.store. Go
Yes.
check them out.
So Chris has
Best
the
socks.
best
I just got a running hat from him that just came in. And you know, when it's hot outside, man, I need some for my head. Cool me down.
Pause.
So he just sent me. I just bought one on the website. Listen, it's running problems, dog. Like
I feel you.
if that sun is coming down, bro,
The head is
that
hot.
shit is it's no fun. Pause. Is there a pause in there somewhere? Somewhere in there's a pause. But shout out to Chris, man.
Yo, shout out to Chris, man. He's an awesome dude. Fantastic graphic
yeah.
designer.
Yeah.
All
Other than
around
that,
good
man,
guy.
yeah, I DJ'd at Victory again. Victory has thrown me some gigs, so I'm not.
Victory
mad.
is what the next door to where Marvin used to be at.
Yes, diet starts Monday.
And that's a predominantly like a restaurant. And they have like a lounge upstairs. What is it?
Yeah. So there's three DJ booths in there.
Wow.
And I just come in there. I show up. The manager is a woman that we all know. She's been in nightlife for a minute, and she was like, "I did a."
Nothing's
guest
ever
spot.
lasted there.
They might because
Okay.
they have.
Shout
they
out to
have-
them.
The one in Miami is killing it. That could kind of serve as an anchor. And they're about to open Atlanta, So if
Wow,
those two
okay.
go well, you can just leave. But they do reservations. Like the numbers they do are just insane, and the food.
And that's here.
Yeah, the one here, the food is like it's a reservation. So first of all, if you want to go to the bar, it's $20 to sit
What?
at the bar.
Hold on. They charge you $20 just to sit at the bar.
Yes, right.
Wow.
Cool.
Okay.
Nothing on the menu from an entree perspective is less than $40.
Oh shit.
The appetizers are $20.
I'm gonna say this is gonna last less than a year.
Nah, they're gonna go. They're gonna go because again, right now they have.
Is that just like COVID protocol? Like we got to make sure our people make money. We're gonna charge you $20 to sit down. The prices are a little inflated, or that's just
Nah,
like status
that's-
quo
U
for all
Street
their
is not the
businesses.
place for all that.
Again, I believe that we think that, but me being in there twice and seeing how they operate, like
The bar was crowded.
the bar was crowded. Both
But you were
times.
there on some late night shit though, when the restaurant is not really
Nah,
open.
the restaurant doesn't close till 10:30.
I also feel like the manager. You could slide. Go ahead, sit down. We're just skipping that 20. Like it's probably a lot of that. Like I know you. Go ahead, have a seat type shit going on.
because you got there's the security outside are not going for that. Like
So there's a restaurant has security, so you can eat dinner.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I never heard of that. I never heard of a restaurant having security.
Bro, when you next time you drive past 14th and U on when the sun, early evening, they got a tent and they usually have very iffy dressed people, right? And you got your people who are probably going to a hookah lounge on 9th Street after, something like that. And it's $20 to get in, or you got to make a reservation. Like I said, the food starts at $40 for entree, $20 for an appetizer.
I'm okay with the $40 for entree if it's good.
It's good.
If it's
the food,
okay.
the food is banging. Like,
Okay,
the
I mean
food's
that's
banging.
any like really good esque type of restaurant you gonna
Yeah,
spend 30,
I mean,
40, $50 for entree. I'm all right with that.
It literally is the new customer. You want to eat hookah? I mean, you want to smoke some hookah with your dinner? We got you.
I don't want nobody smoking hookah next to me when I'm eating dinner. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
And paying
That-
$40 for it.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Get that hookah shit.
Get that
down
shit
the
out of
street.
here. I'm gonna break
want-
your fucking hookah in
You
half.
want,
Yeah.
you want trap music while you're eating your dinner?
I'm
Then
okay with
go
trap
for it.
music, but I don't want nobody smoking no fucking sour appleberry hookah next to me
So-
while I'm
Yeah,
eating.
get
my
that shit out of
dinner.
here.
And then like, what is it? It's like, what is that? Like the Rolls Royce Wraith, like with the things at the top of the roof. Is
Yeah.
that the car, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
That's what
yeah.
the roof is designed to be like in there.
Oh, they brought the Rolls Royce inside the restaurant.
They have like the stars on the ceiling.
Stars on
This
the
is
ceiling.
like
Are they like the old school glow in the dark stars you had in your bedroom in high school?
I don't know, family. I didn't have that. I didn't have that. Our high school experiences were
This is
different.
interesting. I'm gonna.
I
have to
didn't,
check
I
it
didn't
out.
have them either, but some birds did.
All I know is that the check clears. So
Hey,
I'm not
that's the
tripping.
most important thing.
They're throwing dates at me like crazy. So
Yo, get that bag.
I'm taking
Yeah.
it. I'm taking it.
So basically, what you're saying is, if we go to have dinner there, we gotta go with you.
That's a
yeah,
fact.
I mean, I think you guys probably would know.
Shorty running the joint.
Yeah, Eddie, I
Alright.
know you know because she used to be in opera super heavy when I was there. So
Okay.
yeah, so I'll tell you off camera who she is, but
Yeah.
you definitely know who she is. So
Word.
what's the podcast episode 130? I think we're all here to talk about, what I'm saying, what we saw last night. We're taping on Wednesday this week, so actually what we
Ooh.
saw was
I was disappointed. I'm not gonna lie.
Ja Rule versus Fat Joe on Versus.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think what we ended up seeing was Fat Joe tried to employ the lock strategy to Ja Rule, and it doesn't work because
Didn't
I feel
work.
like it didn't work. Excuse me, because Ja at this point in his career has owned up to his cheesiness,
Yeah.
like he accepts it. And Ja Rule was essentially dead in the water before MySpace. Like that's how old his career is.
Damn.
So you really can't 2021 a man who's been dead for 15 years. Like it just doesn't work that way. You know what I'm saying? You just have to you need to be a little bit more charismatic. Joe left a lot of bangers on the table.
I feel like Joe didn't have hits in like the same era that Ja had his hits, so the audience just couldn't even relate to like Joe had like early 90 hits, and then he has, if you want to call them like late 2000s hits.
Mid
But that whole-
2000s.
I would even say like, he has like them new Cool and Dre songs and like whatever he
Yeah, but
got.
like lean back and stuff like that was
yeah,
like
but Ja
04,
was
05,
Ja was already
06.
done then though. I think Ja
Yeah.
was already done.
I was done.
Yeah, he was done.
But you know what? The audience knew all Ja's records, yo.
They did.
I'm not even gonna front. Even
Yeah.
even
I mean-
like little kids know his shit.
But the thing with Ja's records though is Ja's records are considered old school for those kids.
Well, just
You know
like
what
he
I'm saying?
said, he was like, it's not old school, it's classics. You know?
But to them,
yeah,
it's old school.
it's old school for
right?
sure.
Like I mean, so like I
They
think
grew up with
Fat-
their mom and dad listening to that shit in the house.
Fat Joe just didn't. He just didn't. I was happy to hear Flo Joe.
Yeah.
I really thought that was
He kicked it off with Flojo,
but
didn't
then
he?
from
That was the first
point
joint.
on, from that point on, he should have been a little bit more.
I don't really like how he was rapping over other people. He got too backpack hip hop for me. Like he was rhyming over all the classic hip hop beats. Like it's a verses, yo. Spit your verse to your song and get it out the way. Like
Yeah.
I didn't really fuck with him like rapping. I mean, I love if it was a Fat Joe concert, cool, let's do that. But it's a verses.
Yeah.
Rap your verse over your beat and let's make it happen. And like
I think that's where the disconnect was, because I think Ja kind of understood what he's there for, and he knows what the crowd likes and what he means to hip hop and pop music, and he stuck to that. He was like, "Yo, this is my lane. I'm riding it." And Joe really came out like 1993 Fat Joe with, you know what I'm saying? He had the
same jacket.
He had the army jacket on.
they had the
you
army
know what I mean?
fatigue
With
shit
army-
on, yeah.
with the army pants on, black Timbs on, and
He was ready for war.
He was just ready to go to like that early days of like what we consider like the golden era of hip hop. You know what I mean? But the crowd doesn't know that. Nobody knows that. It's only you got to be like 33, 34 and over to understand what Fat Joe was at that time.
Yeah. And not only
35
33,
and over.
and not even 35 and over, like a 35-year-old hip hop head. Like, even
Yeah,
if you're
for
regular
sure.
old 35, you don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I think that's where he was. And just like Jerome said, man, he really came in trying to sell it as a
The Fat Joe
it's like a wrestling match. He was and I get it, like you saw it work for the Locks and Dipset and but there was just an energy behind that last verses, man. It was like there were 100 people on stage. That alone gave off that energy like anything could happen.
And Fat Joe just doesn't have that stage presence like the Locks and all them did. You know?
And this one was just different. It was just him and Ja, and yo, you gotta know your environment and how
he
play
be
into
feeling
it.
himself too much, you know.
And I mean, he has the right to feel himself.
For sure.
He's a big star.
No,
and
for sure.
He's got bangers.
For sure.
But there were just a few things that just did not connect right.
I was just more so saying like when he like intermission outfit change.
Yeah.
Like, come on, yo, you feeling yourself, dog? Like what
somebody said he came back looking like a Cleveland Brown.
Yeah, I mean for sure. But like it's not like this is not your concert. Like it's a battle. Like what do you what's that pause shit? I'm gonna go change my outfit on for you.
I think he was also tired. He was a little bit winded. You could tell towards the end of that.
Joe's 51 years old, I think.
And then
51.
he came out, gave the girls Birkin bags. Like, come on, man. Like, come on.
He did?
Yeah, he gave Remy Ma and Ashanti like Birkin bags on stage. Like,
oh shit! I kind of lost interest towards the second half, and I think the second half is when Joe really heated up and started going into like the pop hits.
But he didn't really heat up. He just
did he do
like
lean back? Because I wasn't there for that.
He did lean back.
Last one, yeah.
Well, the last one was the Ja Rule, and they brought Jadakiss out. It was Ja Rule, Jadakiss.
Listen, Jadakiss is.
Jadakiss murdered that verses last night too. He had the best verse all night.
When Jadakiss comes in with a matching set on, like a sweatpants, sweatshirt, Jada, you know he's meaning business. Like he's the king of the short set combo. He's the king of the sweatshirt, sweatpants combo. Like, yo, that motherfucker's just an animal, man. I love fucking Jadakiss. I love him. He's the versus MVP, hands down.
Jada was the versus MVP. Actually, yes. But the second runner-up for the versus MVP was Ashanti.
Ashanti's been on 2 now, right?
I don't even care what she's been on. She you see her last night? What are you talking about?
I caught a clip of it. Yeah.
Oh, you caught a clip. I caught the whole performance.
Yeah. I checked out by that time.
Jerome fucking around started following her on Instagram after last night.
I definitely scanned the gram. Ashanti at 40.
We talked about her before. She's like married or she's with the little devil dude. Right? Respectfully.
I don't think she is. I think that
she's single.
I don't think she's. I think that it's not true. I think that's like a rumor. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know her personally, but I think we talked about it before and we did some research and we couldn't really
get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, listen, they were all on Joe's Instagram live earlier today. Like him, Ja Rule, Remy Ma, and Ashanti. All 4 of them were on Joe's Instagram live. You know, he has the daily or weekly show.
Real talk, Remy Ma killed the shit last night.
Remy Ma bodied it.
Remy
Her
bodied
doing
it.
Pun's verse.
Yo, bodied it.
Bodied it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was dope. That was
Yeah,
very dope.
nah, her doing pun. I kind of felt some way with Joe played Pun's verse as one of his own because he had
Yeah.
executive produced it.
Maybe he wrote that
No,
verse.
he said I executive produced it.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
like, I produced it.
I don't
Nah,
no. He
executive
said I
produced it.
executive
No,
produced
at
it.
first he was like, I produced it.
Oh,
Then
and
when
then
he
Ja
walked
called him
back,
out.
Ja called him out. Then he was like, I executive produced it. You know what I'm saying?
But
I'm
that
not
don't
mad
mean
at,
nothing.
I'm not mad at Joe because I think
I'm
in
not
his
either.
mind, I think in his mind he's still keeping Pun's name alive.
Yeah,
And
no,
that's
for sure.
dope.
This is the last big international stage that Joe is going to be on. Why not show respect to your man?
You
know
think
what
that's the
I'm saying?
last international stage you're gonna be on?
I mean, of that magnitude.
I don't know.
I don't know if it.
Nah.
Ja's not going to be on the stage.
Well,
that
Ja
big,
definitely won't.
where the world is watching. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
Like,
true.
Ja said he's performing in Central Park next week with
Oh,
I mean,
he
but
is.
with J Lo.
But that'd be
Yeah,
like
but that's not
300
like
that'd be like
versus.
300 people. Bro.
No,
They're
you're right.
not gonna be broadcasting that shit live on every fucking.
That's a
Listen,
program.
Ja's in shape, man.
That's a program that I
Motherfucker,
think.
It's
Nah,
like
go ahead.
he's late 40s. Like I don't know how
Nah,
old
he's
he
mid-
is.
Nah, he's mid 40. Him and Cam have the same birthday.
Oh, so he's okay.
They're like 44, 45.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. They said it on
They're
one
like
of-
our age, Caduce.
They have a
All
song
right.
called "Dial M for Murder," and Cam says his birthday on there, and Ja's like, "Yeah, we have the same birthday."
Okay.
But the Central
That
Park
shit was
thing-
funny. Hold on, that shit was funny when Fat Joe told Ja Rule to sing Chris Brown's part on his song,
And he started
did it.
singing it.
He did it though.
Yeah.
Weird.
And
Nah,
listen,
he was a good sport. Ja
he
Rule
was a good sport. You
Yeah.
could tell Ja was just he was hitting back only because he felt like Joe was attacking him. He wasn't there for that.
Nah.
You know what I mean? He was clapping back only because he felt like I need to.
Yeah.
And but Joe really came out there like ready to spark something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was his strategy going in, just because he had seen what had happened with
Your
with
boy was on
Dipset
stage.
and,
Your boy was on stage with
I
Joe.
saw Mayor on there.
Mayor
Shout
with
out
the
to Mayor.
leather jacket with the sleeves pushed up.
That was a leather jacket
Yeah.
with
something like-
with a flag on it. I thought
Yeah,
it
he
was
had
like a
that shit.
cardigan sweater or something.
whatever it was, he had the sleeves pushed
Shit
up.
was fly. Listen,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
I saw
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ted Smooth. I didn't like the intermission. The intermission was way too long.
Yeah.
I was like, yo,
That
Joe
D-
really
the
taking a
DJ
nap back there.
The DJ ran out of shit to say. He was just like, I
Yeah.
beat cancer.
Yeah, well, shout out to him. That's
yeah, but-
Pretty Lou.
Yeah, I feel you, but like he was just like running out of shit to say.
Well,
like,
he's
trying to hype
he's
the crowd
he's
up.
a known personality in I think he used to promote parties maybe or something like that.
yeah.
So he's a known personality
Yo.
in New York City.
Shout out
So,
to him for beating cancer. Yo.
um,
That's beautiful, but
Yeah, no, I mean it was dope.
yeah,
But yeah, I kind of lost interest maybe 3/4 of the way in.
yeah.
Well,
So
you know,
I
it
didn't
just-
catch the whole thing.
It just wasn't what it was. Like I said, I was literally there for Ashanti towards the end. And,
Ja
you know,
brought out Vita. Vita looked all right. Little Mo sounded
don't
like
know.
shit.
Vito
Fat-
like nah. Vito
Fat
like,
Joe came out was like when Fat Joe brought Remy Mile, and then Ja Rule was like blah blah blah. He was like, I seen the bitches you got backstage,
Oh, yeah, that was a shot.
and then he was like,
Joe was reckless with his shit.
Joe
yesterday.
was totally right. He said he
In
told
the
him
first half, he was very
told him he
reckless.
gotta feed them. They look hungry.
He
Gotta feed 'em.
was reckless.
Vita looked like a crackhead. You know what I'm
She
saying?
definitely looked
she
like a
looked
crackhead
very
who got her shit straight together, like her shit.
She
back
got
together.
it back together.
She has
Yeah.
I
four
don't-
kids. She has 4 kids in the Bronx. Yes, for sure.
Yeah, listen. Shout out to Vita. Little Mo did not sound good. Ja Rule was singing better than Little Mo.
That's a fact.
I mean, Ja's in shape. Lil Mo's on the radio. You know what I mean? Like
She is
she's
in
a radio
Baltimore?
personality.
Nah, she's not. On, I think she's on
Like
V103.
Charlotte or some shit. Oh, Atlanta.
I don't know where that is. I'm
Okay,
not sure
that
where
is Atlanta.
Okay.
V103.
She was Baltimore for the longest though. Yeah.
And well, V103 was also in Baltimore.
Yeah. So she still might
with
be in
Frank
Baltimore.
Ski and Little Mo, but then they're both V103 and Frank Ski are down in Atlanta now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Shout out to our guy. You know what I'm saying? We got to big up our guy, Lex. I don't know if you guys saw Lex's Instagram post today, but the house that he is trying to sell you is magnificent.
In New York City, I
In New
haven't been
York
on
City.
Instagram for the most part today.
Oh,
What
man,
happened?
check it out when you get it. The views are crazy.
It's
a
in New
rent-
York City.
Yeah, it's in New York City. It's a rent-to-own property. It's pretty stellar. It's pretty stellar. So just told Lex we would shout him out.
Lex gonna have like 6 new watches once he sells that place.
Easy. Rest in peace to Norm McDonald.
Oh man,
Norm McDonald was
Damn.
a master of sort of sarcasm.
shit!
I didn't know he
deadpan.
passed away.
Yeah,
Passed away yesterday at 7:30 p.m. or something. It was
Nine,
right around
damn.
Versus, and
A
it just kind of
private-
got lost.
A private 9-year battle with cancer, though. like 9
Incredible.
miles. All right.
Yeah, him and our guy from uh what's my man's name, man? From Black Panther.
Chadwick.
Chadwick Boseman. Same thing. He never told anybody that he
Yeah, I
was
mean,
fighting a battle with cancer.
It's just personal for them, you know.
What would you do? Like you get cancer.
I probably wouldn't tell nobody, but I'm not a
I'd-
celebrity. But I, you know,
I tell people. You ask me if I'm sick, I'm gonna tell people.
I mean, if you ask me if I'm sick, yeah, but no, I don't think anybody was asking them. They didn't really appear to be sick.
I mean, I like the fact that people can just mind their business.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, I would want to not tell a lot of people what I'm going through,
I feel like the people that need to know are going to know it. Everybody else can just wonder, you know.
especially with the way social media is nowadays. It's
Yeah.
very-
What would you do? Like I think I would just
not-
try to line things up for my family. Like
yeah, I
that's
mean,
it.
That's what you. That's
Well,
what you
that's
should be
for
doing,
years.
anyways.
Well,
Yeah.
no, first of all, it all
Nah, you
depends-
know when you have like a limited time on Earth, then
Yeah,
things move
it
a
all-
lot faster.
It all
Yeah.
depends on what's going on, right? Like what kind
Yeah.
of cancer you might have, where your family is, you know, in terms of financially, all tons of things, right? So, you know, I don't want to speak to it to give it too much life because I don't want to get cancer. I don't want
Nah,
my
for
friends
sure.
to get
Knock on
cancer,
wood.
But you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Norm McDonald.
Rest in peace, Norm
what I'm
McDonald,
saying?
man. Saturday Night Live legend
Happy,
and comedic legend all around, man.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Happy
Dude was hilarious.
happy Yom Kippur.
Yom
You know?
Kippur.
Yom Kippur, yeah.
Yom Kippur. Shout out.
Shout out,
Ashraf.
shout out. Ostrov is Jewish.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Shout out to Ostrov. Happy Yom Kippur, and to the rest of our Jewish listeners and everybody.
Absolutely.
Yo, we got listeners in Israel.
Well, shout out to y'all. Happy Yom Kippur.
Happy Yom Kippur.
mean,
Is that
Listen,
what
you
you
know-
say? Is that what you say? Happy Yom.
you know what?
Kippur?
I don't think happy is the right word, but
Well, just
I think it's a day to reflect and I don't know, but it's the holiest day for Jewish people.
yeah,
I don't know. I don't think we're doing anything wrong by saying happy,
yeah.
but I don't think
Is-
that's the accurate way to
Israeli life-
congratulate them for it.
Israeli life came to a standstill on Wednesday as Jews marked the beginning of Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement and the most solemn point on their calendar.
So they fast today.
at
I
sundown.
think Jewish people are fasting.
Hold on which the observant fast from sundown on Wednesday until after sunset on Thursday.
Oh, that's a
Spend
long
the day
fast.
in prayer and repentance.
That's
Yeah,
like 32 hours or something.
damn.
You
That's
know
a
what
day
I
and a
mean?
half. Yeah,
You can drink water when you fast, though, right?
You
Nah.
can't. I don't think you could swallow
Muslims
nothing.
can't.
Pause.
Muslims can't eat or drink, but I think Jewish people are the same thing. You can't eat or drink.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean, I
well-
think a true fast is not eating or drinking anything.
Yeah.
Well, peace to everybody that, you know what I'm saying, is going to enjoy Yom Kippur. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're here to, you know, we're here nothing but love and show respect.
Pray for us.
Pray for us.
Yeah,
You know
listen,
what
I
I'm
need
saying?
prayers from everybody.
That's a fact.
You know,
I'll take them any which way I can get them.
Yeah, absolutely. I talked to my mother twice today. I'm feeling great. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's what's up.
What's a podcast episode 130? So as heralded and as excited and as just celebrated, Jay Slayer's 5:30 a.m. Instagram posts are his
Uh-huh.
number one and most used sort of meme to really push a Jay Slayer story over the top. Dr. Umar.
Yes.
So when right, so Jay Slayer will set you up 3-4 Instagram stories and then throw a Umar meme in there. Hilarious, right?
Yeah.
Dr. Umar himself has gotten married.
Mm.
Dr. Umar has married 2 women.
Neither of which are white, which we thought he had a white wife.
We thought
He
he
did.
did, but we were proven wrong. He married 2 women in his school.
He has a school?
Exactly.
That's amazing. Yo, Hip Hop Wired's
Does he have students in his school?
Hip Hop Wired's headline is Pan African Avenger. Dr. Umar Johnson gets married to 2 women on Instagram Live. Pan African Avenger is
That's
the
hilarious.
fucking best way to describe
when you
Dr.
read-
Umar
first
Johnson.
of all, this is how the story goes. Dr. Umar Johnson has officially scratched one of his goals off his list. The Pan Africanist is now a married man after he tied the knot with 2
The
women in a
Pan
ceremony.
Africanist. Yeah.
I'm crying literally in a
Oh my
ceremony
God.
broadcast on Instagram Live. If it weren't for the gossip in the city sharing the video of the nuptials, we wouldn't have known it even happened. Uh, in the video, two unnamed women he hilarious called African Vanilla and African Lemonade can be seen walking down the aisle as the crowd looked on and
Oh
Johnson waited
man.
for his brides to be to meet him. So that's the name of this episode is African Lemonade. To meet
African
him at,
vanilla / lemonade.
yeah, and to meet him at the makeshift altar. He proceeded to give a speech promising to honor his two wives throughout their marriage. He so real quick, he just says to my two lovely queens, I thank the creator for both of you, African Vanilla and African Lemonade. He
He ain't even call them by the
He
government
didn't-
shit at the wedding.
I mean, it's
Well, maybe he
crazy.
couldn't because if he maybe isn't it illegal to get married to two women? So if you
There's
don't call them by their names, technically there might be
I
some
mean,
sort of loophole there.
Hold on,
I
hold
don't.
on,
I don't
hold
think
on.
it's illegal
No,
because he
hold-
might
no.
not got married by like something
It is.
that
Hold on.
is legal.
But there is a catch. Polygamy is illegal in the United States. So
There you
his
go.
marriage isn't official. But Johnson doesn't need quote unquote white man paperwork to
Exactly.
his
There we
union
go.
with the
Exactly.
union.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
That's the dagger in the heart of the white.
Official is like a relative term, you know.
Yeah, yeah, he knows how to stick it to
Tell him he's not married to two women.
I'm fucking married.
Yeah.
These are my two queens, African
it.
Vanilla and African Lemonade.
Lemonade.
I am
Yeah.
crying right now. at
Yo.
that. Oh my
Fucking
God.
shout out to the God,
Yo, peace to the God,
Umar
Dr.
Johnson, the Pan-African Avenger.
So remember, every time when he's always like, "Yo, donations or checks, whatever," it's like, "Cause he's trying to build a school for black boys in Philadelphia."
Yeah,
So that's sort of his take on things. I am in
Man.
tears because African Vanilla and African Lemonade is just
That's the best.
parlez-vous français, mi amour, oui oui, bonbons, and all that. Good
all
shit.
that good
No
shit.
bullshit.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like,
Chocolate deluxe.
speaking of Wu-Tang and Eaton kicks off next week, I believe.
Can you like elaborate on what's going on there with that, or like is that still like in the wraps? Nobody's allowed to know about it.
Nah, so I'm not going to talk about the one thing you're talking about.
they have some sort of in-store at Commonwealth too, don't they?
Well, I wasn't going to talk about that, but you said it.
Oh.
So there's the Rise Above Residency, is a week of events at Eaton, D.C., exploring the cultural and intellectual legacy of Wu-Tang Clan. So power is our guide through the past, and they're going to have authors, artists, healers, farmers, and organizers across the D.C. region who've inspired by the Wu will convene at Eaton to engage in Wu-Tang's legacy. So there's a whole calendar of events, and on that calendar, there's just they've got Killer Bees kickbacks, the Wu-Tang Gallery, they've got the Dojo, which is a retail concept. Everything pretty much starts on Wednesday the 22nd. They've got, they're showing Wu-Tang movies. They're showing it's all.
Is anybody from the Wu gonna be there? I'm good on the Wu wear and shit like that.
Supposedly there's supposed to be two members of Wu-Tang.
Yeah,
Capadonna.
I hope not. Is he still
Killer Priest.
They're like Capadonna and You God or
Nah,
somebody.
rest in peace, Killer Priest. I think Killer Priest passed.
Really?
Away. I think so.
Capadonna
Oh,
and
man.
like You
Rest
God
in
are gonna
peace.
be there. Somebody.
Okay.
Somebody from Wu
Shaheem.
Syndicate. Somebody from Wu Syndicate.
I would like to see Shaheem.
Oh wait, no.
Shout out to
Is he
Shaheem.
Is he still
I don't even know
AKA
if
the
I don't-
Rugged Giant.
Was Shaheem officially like in the Wu Tang? I don't even think they like officially.
He was part of the family.
Yeah.
He's part of the clan somewhere. Somehow.
Isn't he locked up? Didn't he catch a murder charge or something?
yeah, but he's out. He's out.
Okay.
Oh no, Killer Priest is alive. Okay.
Shout out to Killer Priest. There we
Killer
go.
Priest is alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Shaheem definitely is in the Wu. But who knows? I mean, the show just I don't know
Season
how many
2.
episodes. How many episodes?
I think they're
is it
like
in?
3 or 4 episodes in.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I'm watching.
I haven't either. I'm just waiting for all of it to pile up, to be honest, man. But the first season, if you have not watched it, is very, very,
good.
very good, man. Very good.
I'm gonna so Saturday the 25th, I'm DJing at Eaton. It's Jerome Baker and Friends. It's a monthly party.
Is that during the Wu Tang?
Yeah, during the Wu-Tang sort of thing. So
It's during the day or at night?
it's a nighttime thing.
Okay.
So
Don't play any Wu the whole night.
what I was told is that they were supposed to kind of be ending it on that Sunday the 26th, but they may not. They may actually end it that Saturday. And so what may end up happening is supposedly they're expecting a lot of people to be coming through Saturday night, and they said don't be surprised if Wu-Tang or Wu-Tang affiliates are at the party on Saturday the 25th.
Abdul
Just
gonna be
look-
snow beached out.
Just look for whoever got on Tim's and denim shorts.
Tim's and cargo
there's-
shorts.
Well, so you guys know there's also a block party that day at that park that's right there in front of Park.
I
they're
thought
doing-
that park is under construction.
No, it's reopening on Saturday the 25th.
Okay.
Oh, is it?
So so they're gonna do the official. They're gonna do the after party at Eaton, and then Eaton's expecting all these people in the building for WuTang. So one, it could be a great party, and two, it could be your chance to meet You God and Killer
Capadonna.
Priest.
Mm.
Now, who's the other?
Or everybody could just decide to go to Park on 14th and not go to Eaton.
Inspector Deck. You know what I'm saying? Bomb atomically.
I
Park
fuck with Inspector Deck.
Park still
Me
has
too.
DJs too. People don't know. Like low key,
Yeah.
Park still has DJs in there too.
That's
You know
like a
what I mean?
I thought
victory
you had
kinda
said
spot,
they
like
got rid of DJs.
They
DJ while
did.
you eat.
They did, but it's DJ while you eat.
No
It's like
dancing.
they stop at 12.
Yeah, you
That's
could-
silly.
Yeah.
I'll be surprised if they do that this weekend though. Hampton Howard. So
Oh, you
It's a
know,
big
Mark's
weekend.
gonna have a blowout or something.
that's what I'm saying.
Taz
bro.
having the HU alumni party
At
or
Barcode?
happy hour at Barcode.
Everything is HU.
I'm gonna go
this
there.
weekend, right?
I'm gonna
So
go to Barcode for the happy hour
I'm DJing.
What
at
day is
Sound-
that?
Friday.
I'm
Okay.
DJing Soundcheck 4 to 9 Saturday.
What's the
It's a
sound check?
It's a Hampton Howard party.
Okay,
right?
you gonna rock your Hampton hoodie?
No. I'm DJing the Point Southwest. I've never been there before, but it's me and SNS. That's from 9.
DJ SNS?
Oh, shit.
9,
Okay.
9 and 12 on Saturday. And then 12.
Streets is moving this weekend, man.
12:33. I'm DJing the Nas after party at St. Eve's.
Hold on, 12:30 to 3 a.m.
Yeah. So
Nas
probably when y'all-
after party.
Yeah.
Mm. We're gonna have to come through after the show.
You know what I'm saying? So it should be good. It
Bang
should-
bang.
It's a busy weekend. Obviously,
God
HQ
MC,
stuff.
happy belated to the greatest
Yeah.
greatest of all time, Nasty
That
Nas in
brunch
the
on
area.
Sundays. That brunch on Sundays clip looks real fire too. I'm not gonna lie. Like the little video clip they put out for it looks very dope. So shout out to Nas for it's just a busy weekend in DC. If you're a DJ,
Is Nas gonna show up at St. Eve's? You think what's
I
the
doubt
rate?
it.
What's the percentage of him showing up? The probability.
knows? I mean,
Abdul?
yeah, Abdul, yeah.
I don't know. We're gonna see him at the show. We'll ask him.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we'll figure it out if he's there. You know, I just got to tap into. What
Are you
they're
coming to
doing.
the show?
I'm not.
You out?
He's got a lot of work.
I got those 3 gigs in a row.
3
You know
gigs in
what I'm
one day. Get that bag, Jerome.
4 to
Oh
9,
yeah,
9:30 to 12, 12:30 to 3. Like there's
That's-
no room for a 9.
that's 5,000 a gig. That's 15 grand right there.
I need this mortgage in my life. You
Listen.
feel me? So
That's how much it
Um,
costs if you need to hire the God, the podcast DJ of the year.
yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
What's the podcast? Episode 130. So obviously we've talked about Dr. Umar, Fat Joe. You know what I'm saying? What's my man? Lex. You know, we've gotten to it all. Basically, and just we can double down on the Nas topic real quick. There's an interview with Memphis Bleak. Memphis Bleak said that Nas does not have enough songs to do a versus against Jay. I thought we talked about this. Did we talk about this
No.
before? Okay. Basically, Bleak is wrong.
Bleak's definitely wrong.
Nas definitely has enough songs. Now, does he have enough hits? You know, that's to be determined. I don't think
Nas
Jay
got all you need is 20 for verses.
I don't think Jay. I think Jay can only go against either Drake or Wayne. Honestly, like to
But
make it
you're
fair.
only going 20. Like you don't have to go. You don't have to look for 50 hits. I
I
just
don't
need
think
20
Nas has-
hits.
I don't think Nas has 20 hits though.
You know why? Jay will never go up against Drake or
He's-
even
'cause
Wayne.
you don't ever want to lose.
He'll never want to lose. If he, that's just it's and those are they're beneath
Honestly,
him.
I
I
don't
don't
think-
care how successful Drake is. He's still beneath Jay. Just
I don't.
because
I don't think Drake. I don't think Jay can. I don't think. I like Dre. I mean, Jay better than Drake, but I think he don't want no smoke with Drake with the verses because the audience will just fuck with Drake so much more.
because they're all young kids.
That's what I'm saying,
That's
like,
what moves.
Once
They
you
don't.
when you bring the whole world into it,
Yeah.
Drake's winning.
Yeah.
You know,
And he would never do that. I think he would rather go up against a peer. And the only person, if it ever happened, Jay
Could
would
be
go up
Nas.
against would be Nas.
yeah.
Nobody else.
But again, I don't know if I want to see them pull the hits out. I would rather, honestly, I'd
You-
rather see like
B-sides?
Absolutely. Like if you do Nas B-sides versus Jay B-sides, oh my god.
I think.
Yeah,
I
but
think
the-
if you do that, I think
Madison
Nas
Square
is going to
Garden
win.
doesn't want to see it.
I think if you do B sides, Nas is going to win.
I don't think they should have did Ja and Fat Joe in Madison Square Garden.
Hell no.
Was that really Madison Square Garden, or it's like the
There's-
little
There's
connecting?
a B room. That's like the B room.
Right,
Yeah, yeah.
the little
it was
theater.
set up, it was
Hulu
set up
theater,
different
right?
than Dipset. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But
it's not. It's not like the main Madison
No,
Square Garden
no.
where the
Nah, it's just
basketball games
the
happen.
name Madison Square Garden.
But
They should have did last night at Rucker Park. That would have been fantastic.
They should have.
Like,
what
it would have
about
been insane.
the Dipset Locks one? Was that where the basketball game is played? I think it was, right?
I don't think so.
Nah,
Well,
yeah,
because
I
there was a
think it was.
boxing. There was a boxing match.
Yeah, the
before
stage was set up totally differently. I think it was.
that. The stage
the way,
was set
the
up
way that
differently.
the way that floor looked, I don't think it was. I mean, I could
Nah,
be
because
wrong.
when they panned
all
out, that
looked-
shit was deep.
Yeah, it was deep,
Yeah,
and
but
it looked
didn't
like
look-
it looked
didn't
like
look
they
like it
had
was
built the
20,000.
stage. They had built the stage
Right.
specifically for
Right.
that versus.
So it didn't look like it was
Meanwhile,
20,000.
yesterday it looked like
It looked like
they
a high school auditorium.
well, yesterday looked like it was like a real theater, like it had a real stage with the screens in the back and all that shit. I don't know. Maybe somebody, if you were there, let us know. We're not New Yorkers on top of that, so I've never been to that venue. Have y'all ever been to Madison Square Garden? Have you been for a Knicks game or something?
Nah.
I went for a Jordan Classic basketball thing like 15 years ago. That's about it.
I keep
That's my
telling my-
only
I keep
time going to
telling myself-
Madison Square Garden.
I keep telling myself I'm gonna go. I told myself I was going to the U.S. Open this year, all sorts of stuff, but
Yeah,
it just hasn't happened.
Madison Square Garden is not a nice stadium,
Venue.
to be honest.
only-
It's kind
the
of
only
run
time-
down. It looks like shit.
Yeah, the only time I go to Madison Square Garden when I'm coming off the train.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's literally the only.
Yeah, but that's not going to the garden.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying that's the only time I'm like, all right, let me
In
catch
that
a cab.
vicinity.
Yeah, that's the only
Yeah.
time in that vicinity. So
I would have liked to go to U.S. Open. U.S. Open looked like it was fly.
I just want to go. Like I just want to go. Like I just want to take Isabella. We can just go, just do something different. Be in Queens, like.
Yeah.
But Bleak is wrong.
Holla at your man Lex. He got the
Yeah,
backstage
Bleak is wrong.
passes.
Yeah, I'm talking to Lex now. So it's all
Bleak
good.
is very, very wrong, man. He's bugging with that shit. Like, put some respect
I
on
mean,
Nas's name.
he's just saying what he's supposed to say, you know?
I don't think he's supposed to say that. Like, have some respect for the God.
I mean,
Like, he knows.
he just riding with his man Jay. You know, Jay still probably
I don't
paying
think
the
Jay
bills.
is even asking for that, though.
Right.
Like, I don't think Jay would even come out and say something like that,
Hold on one second.
or even feel like that. Like, he knows what Nas is capable of and what he has in the catalog.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, man. I'm excited to see Nas this weekend, man. It's gonna
Absolutely.
be tight.
Are you gonna come to dinner and everything too?
Yeah, we'll hang out. See,
Word.
figure it out. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go to the show. I want to see DNice and of course Nas. And
So is there an opening act or DNice is DJing before the
you know,
Nas
I
show?
don't even know. I don't
Yeah.
even know. But I'm just there to find out, and let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
What else? You've been following this Bishop Sycamore High School thing?
I haven't. What is that?
So there was a few weeks ago, there was a high school that appeared on ESPN playing a football game against IMG Academy. They got blown out 58-0, something like that. Come to find out, it wasn't a real high school. And the cats who were on the team were all like 20-some-year-old kids. Well, not even kids, but 20-some-year-old and 30-some-year-old men.
Yeah.
Grown men playing in this game.
High
but,
school league.
But so there was this whole thing about how the fuck did they make it onto television? How ESPN even got around to signing them to come on for a televised game. But come to find out, they're not even a real high school. It's like the head coach has.
Hold on one
has-
second, guys. I just got a phone call, and I was just called out, and we have to make sure we give a positive. Let's all say hello to Isabella's mother. She's a every week listener, and she just called me right now and was just like, say something positive about me on the podcast. So, Isabella's mother,
Yeah, shout out to
Fantastic
Isabella's
mother.
moms.
and
Yes.
you're awesome.
Thank you for listening. Tell
Shout
tell,
out to you
tell
for
everybody
listening
to listen.
every week.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, okay. Positivity. All right, back
Yeah.
to the fake high school.
Only positivity.
Always,
Back
always,
to
always.
the fake high school.
So the fake high school is now under a whole lot of scrutiny. The fucking head coach,
The fake high school's under scrutiny.
yeah, yo,
That shit
people are
don't
like,
even sound right.
so the dude is who started the high school is like, I started it as a institution. It's not a scam because I haven't made any money from it. I really did it so people would just come out and be able to have a better chance to go to college on a football scholarship. So it seems like it's just some. I can't. I've been Googling it, trying to find out.
How do you go to college on a better scholarship from a school that doesn't exist?
So basically, what happened was they were recruiting kids. They were
all around the country.
All around the country. So a kid that went to the school actually spoke out about it. I watched his interview.
What did he say?
What he said was that they were getting money from a church, and the church was basically paying for them to sleep in hotels. They never went to school. They never practiced. Like, it was almost like slavery. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had to steal to eat.
What?
Like, yeah. So the reason that they ended up getting caught is because they played 2 games in 3 days. And you can't do that in football just because of the physical nature of the sport.
Yeah.
You know
He also had them playing both ways, offense and defense.
Well,
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. But that's fairly common in
high school.
Well,
Okay.
in, like, let's say you go to like school in like rural Kentucky, and instead of having
Yeah, you play
50
offense and defense.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
not
All right.
unheard of concept. But
Yeah.
no, what
But
happened?
not everybody on the field will play
Right,
offense
right,
and
right.
defense.
So once that got out, I think the bigger issue was with ESPN, because how did they fall for that? Nobody did their homework. Nobody did their research. You know what I'm saying? Like,
ESPN said they use a company called Paragon or some shit to
to vet
that-
things.
yeah, not just to vet it, but they do a lot of the talent booking, which means they recruit the teams that need to play on big. It was like a Geico Classic tournament or something like
which
that.
means they're
So,
just putting the blame on somebody else because they didn't do their
Yeah.
fucking job.
yeah.
So what's the podcast episode?
Shout out to Bishop Sycamore High School, man.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Actually, honestly, I hope those people get their, they kind of get some justification for how they were done wrong, because a lot of people's lives are messed up. A
Yeah.
lot of those dudes lost like an important year of football, whether it was like their sophomore year or their junior year. One guy said he had to go to school the same dude said he had to go to school all summer, was taking like 21 credits in high school just to try to catch up and graduate on time.
Also, you
Be-
mentioned them
to
staying.
be the first person in his family to graduate high school.
Oh man, poor kid.
Damn.
And you also mentioned them staying in hotels. Apparently, they also were writing bad checks to the hotels where they were staying at, and so they owe like a whole bunch of hotels like $3,500 a piece.
So
It's crazy.
one of the
There needs to be a 30 for 30 about this.
one of the bigger issues, what I'm saying, obviously in the world right now is misinformation. The misinformation is coming from all angles. The biggest misinformation of the week is Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj gets on Twitter and says her cousin's friend got the vaccine
In Trinidad.
and his balls were swollen, and the cousin
Now he's sterile or something,
can't do it right.
and his wife won't. His fiance won't marry him because he can't have
so
babies.
She gets all this backing from all the right wing, Tucker Carlson,
Of course.
Candace Owens, all this.
This is the narrative they were waiting for.
This is what they're waiting for, right? Boom. She's on all their stuff. She's defending her cousin crazy. Did you see the video from like the Trinidadian Health Council?
Oh yeah, I didn't see the video, but I saw a tweet where he
I
was
saw-
like, "This is
nah,
bullshit.
You got to see the
This
video.
never happened."
The video is so like they're essentially laughing her out of the country.
I love it. They're gonna take her Trinidadian card away from her
Then
because she's Trini.
There was a Trinidadian, like I think he was the weatherman, news broadcaster. He went crazy on her.
I gotta see
And
this.
I'm gonna send them to you right now, man.
Please.
I sent them to my homegirl, and
What a fucking idiot.
and
It's just like I don't understand why people that have that type of platform like just stay in your lane, yo. Talk about music, like
Yeah. I saw Busta Rhymes has been doing the same thing recently, right?
Fuck Busta Rhymes.
And I saw a video of him at Swiss Beats' birthday party, and he's talking into the mic and he's screaming and he's sweating and then the camera pans over by Alicia Keys and she just had this look on her face and I just bust out laughing. I'm like, she's worried because this motherfucker is
She
just
like put her mask on real quick.
yeah, I was like, yo, she doesn't seem like she's the one to play with that sort of shit and be like,
And
she's
you
got to
in
be
her
thinking like,
house.
yo, this is fucking COVID just waiting to happen right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
If COVID was a real person, it'd probably look like
it
Busta
would be
Rhymes.
Busta. Yeah,
Yeah, he would be fucking
so I s-
representative for COVID.
I I sent the newscaster, and now I'm sending the minister of health, that basically says that her claims aren't true, and she's still on Twitter defending herself.
Yeah.
Like she's still trying to find. She's sending people. She's sending her barbs after people. Um, you know, it's
This is
just
nonsense.
you can't even listen. You can't even watch it while we're recording because it's so crazy. It's so funny, but it's so wrong. Like it's just like Nikki, you got to be better than this. But she's
Yeah.
not. She's
No.
really.
I mean, I don't think. I think she probably believed it herself. You know.
I think she
Bro.
does believe it. These
So-
people who are not vaccinated find anything to kind of support their back.
Well, even in her post, she was like, "I'm going to get vaccinated because I want to travel and get to this money, so I'm going to do it. I don't care."
But they say that and still probably don't get vaccinated.
I mean, she's going to have to. You know.
I don't know.
Like-
France just banned any Americans who are unvaccinated.
That's
You
dope.
got
The
yeah.
only way that people are going to get vaccinated is if that becomes-
America should ban Americans that are
Well,
unvaccinated.
what
That's
needs
true.
to happen though is that people need to start feeling it in situations like that, right? So if America starts to do it, so like we've been doing it, like at the party, at Darla Nikki, we've been doing like proof of vaccination, whatever. Now I was told like 7 other venues in DC are going to start doing proof of vaccination.
I think what I heard, we have to have it to go to the Nas concert on Saturday, right? You have
do.
to have your proof
Yeah,
of
you
vaccination. And
Matthias-
I don't think it's like proof of vaccination or negative COVID test.
It might
I just
be
think
both.
I think it's just proof of vaccination. Like you have to be vaccinated. We don't care about your like COVID test that you got 3 days ago. You may have that shit now. You know.
Yeah.
I'm about to send y'all a link of a company that allows you to basically take a photo of your card and store it in your Apple Wallet.
Oh, word. I need that. Hell yeah.
My boy that lives in California said that they have California has like an app that like is
like a
already-
passport.
Yeah.
I
They
think
said
New
they
York
already
has
have-
that too.
Well, I
Yeah.
just sent y'all the link now. So basically, it takes you 5 minutes to sign up,
Hell
and
yeah.
you put your information in. You take the picture of the front and back of your card. I think you take a picture of your driver's license. It uploads it, and then it asks if you want it to be in your wallet. And he showed it to me. And it's
Does
right
that
there in
like
your
hold
Apple
any
Wallet.
weight though? Like you think you still
Yeah.
gonna get in the building with that?
Nah, he said that's how he does it now. He doesn't carry his card around.
I keep
I
my
don't-
card in my wallet too, but this would be great. Put that shit right on my phone.
Listen, if you're feeling unsafe about the Nas thing, I would still take it with me.
Yeah.
But in any other situation, I would.
I just don't want to
to
carry something around that's like that important. That's like carrying your passport. Like if you lose that, you're fucked.
But that's what I'm saying. So now you have this. Now you could look into this app or whatever and see if that's what you want to place your faith in. You know, what I'm
You might have to
saying?
go get all 3 shots all over again.
Listen,
if
I'm,
you lose
I'm
that
with
card.
it, bro. I'm with it. Like,
Jerome, do you get you boosted?
nah, I ain't get it yet.
Get it after this weekend.
Yeah. I
hopefully
feel good
next
about
week.
being boosted.
Yeah.
Episode 130. What's a podcast? Get boosted. So there is a strong sort of push around the world to actually get rid of some of these figures that have been unjustly celebrated. Just last week, we saw a statue of Robert E. Lee in Richmond, Virginia,
Yeah.
was removed. One of my homies, it's my homie from 23 years ago, Hampton University, lives in Richmond. Basically said his peoples went and camped out and cooked out at the
The statue, the
Statue
little
removal.
roundabout.
At the statue removal. Like they
I
pulled
love
up,
But it was partying.
They pulled up with lawn chairs. They had a barbecue grill. They had
That's a
music
nice part of
playing.
town too. They got some nice houses right there where that
Yo, they got
statue
some
is.
crazy houses right there.
Yeah.
But I also feel like these houses are they're very like slavery too. You know
Yo,
what I'm saying?
I get the slavery vibe every time I drive in that neighborhood.
They're called like plantation homes or some
Yeah.
shit. Like,
Yes.
You know what? You know why
It's like very South Carolina-ish.
I gotta go to South Carolina next month. I'm not looking forward to it. But
Ooh.
it feels because they're in the city, right? It
Yeah.
doesn't feel as
But
bad
it wasn't
as-
always the city though.
I
you
know, but that's what I'm saying. It's like it's a nice part of town. These super ill houses, middle of the city, and then like slavery vibes. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
mad
Like,
slavery vibes.
well, especially with like fucking Confederate statues everywhere and like Robert E. Lee statues everywhere.
yeah. So
Only slavery vibes.
so obviously we saw that what happened in Richmond. It was celebrated up and down the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? All in Virginia.
They
And
should
so
all
now
come down.
Mexico City is replacing a Columbus statue
Hell yeah.
with the indigenous women statue.
That's
love
I
it.
think is great.
I love it.
I really, and I just have it as thoughts in my mind this week because they were speaking about like the Asian hate and things of that nature, and it was still like hate crimes against black people were significantly more against Asian hate, and I'm not pitting one against the other, but I was just thinking like in since the white man has been in America, I think black people and indigenous people have been treated the worst for the longest. Right? Because
Yeah.
I was reading about the Trail of Tears. You guys are familiar with that?
No.
So basically, I believe that I think it's Johnson. one of the
Omar
pres-
Johnson,
Nah.
Doctor, Pan African,
No.
no.
Pan African Avenger.
Trail of Tears was part of a series of forced displacements by approximately 60,000 Native Americans between 1830 and 1850 by the United States. So members of Cherokee, Muscogee, Seminole, Chickasaw, and Choctaw nations, including thousands of their black slaves, were forcibly removed from their ancestral homelands in southeastern United States to areas west of the Mississippi that have been designated Indian territory. Government authorities did this, Indian Removal Act, all these different acts because they wanted the land, they wanted the gold. But
Yeah.
the Trail of Tears was named that because they made them walk.
Yeah.
So
Fuck.
if they were walking barefoot, people
Yeah.
would die
Yeah.
on the trail. And if they went to like hug their cousin who couldn't make it, they'd get
They kill him.
hit, they'd get
Yeah.
hit or killed.
Whipped them.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to say like there's not a contest of who gets treated worse in America, but to see all of these figures celebrated, to me, I'm just like we gotta sort of
Yeah.
understand like, you know, we need to know all of this. Like history is not a pretty thing. So yeah, you can remove a
American
statue.
history is definitely not a pretty thing.
World history. World
Yeah.
history.
Yeah.
We're talking about
World
Mexico
history.
City, technically, right? And we understand like Columbus and what he did to like the Indians.
Technically, Mexico City is North America.
But what I'm just saying, like, you know, we also understand what Columbus did to like the Dominican Republic.
Yeah,
Right? We
he's
understand what he did to Haiti.
he's a
and
fuck.
things
He's
like that.
trash.
Right. So I think it's great to have these people removed and to have their statues removed. But I think we also have to go a little bit deeper so people truly, truly understand. Like Bella's starting
Why?
to ask me questions about things, and
Yeah.
and like this is
You
not
ready?
fluff anymore. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I gotta hold back sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because
Don't hold back. Keep
I gotta
it
hold
real.
back because if I don't hold back, I'm gonna go full like my mom, and my mom is like in a whole nother level of dislike for people. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like she's from Newark, she survived the
Rightfully
riots.
so.
Rightfully so. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So it's just like
Yeah,
I'm
man.
not there. I can't hold back just yet.
You know, I think the first time I saw something about that, you know, there was a whole episode on The Sopranos about Columbus and that statue and removing the statue, and it was a fight with indigenous people on the episode. Do y'all remember that? I don't think Jerome's ever watched The
I
Sopranos.
don't, but I've seen
and
them
the
all.
Italians were for it and ended up becoming like a street fight with some of Tony's goons against Native American people.
Oh, I do remember that.
And yeah, and I think I kind of learned about what a dirtbag Columbus was like as an adult. Like, you know, like it wasn't at all what I learned about him in high school in
At
history
all.
books.
No, they glorify him.
They glorified him, made him look like a fucking savior.
Yeah, my man was lost. Like
He was a fucking dickhead, yo.
Yeah.
He thought this was India or something.
Exactly. That's why he
was going to
Indians.
India. Yeah, that's why I called them Indians.
Yeah.
So, yeah, fuck Christopher Columbus. Fuck his whole lineage. And yeah, tear that fucking statue down everywhere it is.
Which is why I have, you know, and just
You
the
can't
more
discover occupied land, yo. Like, I don't
well, the
give a
more
fuck
you
if
peel back the layers of these things, you just understand. You see the involvement of these countries, and you just kind of like, I can't like. I kind of wanted to go to Portugal before. I wanted to see what Ronaldo, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to
Yeah.
see what he was about. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm like, they really supported slavery. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not going front. Lisbon's pretty lit, but I feel you on that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I've made the decision as an adult that like I don't want to travel to places that I feel supported slavery.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
But in the same respect, I don't want if my child wants to go there, I would want to explain it to her.
But like, what places really did not support slavery at the end
True.
of the day?
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
no, for sure.
Like where like I don't know any countries that didn't support. I mean, even places in Africa supported slavery
They
and still
did.
do. And
They
still
did.
do.
They still do. Yeah.
You know. So I mean,
But again,
where
like I
can
said,
you go?
that I can go home to Arizona. Y'all know how I
Yeah,
am.
but
I can go home.
that's still in America. So you're
I'm
still
not
supporting.
tripping. I
You
feel
know.
like people who travel abroad don't always do it for the best reasons.
For sure, they
Like
don't
I
do it. They
feel like
do
they
it
do
for
it for vanity, for
they do it for
aesthetics.
the gram.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
what's the point of that? I see people they got like I've traveled to 37 countries.
great.
Do you speak 37 languages?
Right.
Like do you
Did you sit on the beach and get drunk all day? What'd you do?
did you give back to the locals? And I'm not talking about
Yeah,
like buying some bananas on the side of the road. I'm talking about
yeah,
like did you really tap in with the people?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you
Like
not
so
use your phone for over an hour at one point in time?
of course not.
Yeah.
Like
Everybody wants to
87
go to Dubai and they forget that there's fucking still slavery happening in
Yeah,
Dubai.
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. So what's a podcast? That's our moment of clarity. You feel me? Christopher Columbus can forever kick rocks. You know what I'm saying? That's why I mean, listen, I think London and Britain and England is tight. I think they're how they interact. Like I think the Caribbean culture over there is awesome. But at the end of the
Yeah.
day,
Canada.
it doesn't take a lot to figure out how much they supported slavery and even
For facts.
how
Yeah.
much that even they don't even appreciate what the Caribbean culture has done for England in general.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like so. Episode 130 with the podcast. Shout out to Ostroff too. He just recommended me a new book, Confessions of an Economic Hitman. I'm starting it tomorrow. Tomorrow morning's walk. So I'm excited about that.
Audio book.
Audio book. Yeah, Isabella she was like, Daddy, why don't you read books? And I was like, I just can't sit still.
I don't have
And
time
do
for
it.
that.
But if I go on a walk, I can kill two birds with one stone.
Hell
So,
yeah.
did that. Nike has a collection for HBCUs that does not include Hampton. Jerome is not happy. I mean, I am not happy about it.
What is it? Some
necessarily.
dunks or something? What is it?
Nah, it's actually
gear.
it's actually for people who've moved on from their school, right? It's the Nike Destroyers. Is that what it's called?
Oh, that's
I don't know.
The Nike Destroyer is like a varsity jacket, isn't
That was
it?
a varsity jacket. No, there's an actual name for this collection. But
Oh, this might be the Destroyers collection and not the actual Destroyer product.
So Nike unveils HBCU collection. It's called the Yardrunners.
Yardrunners.
How is Hampton? I mean, how was Hampton not involved in that?
Because
I think Jerome said it because they're signed to Under
Under
Armour,
Armour.
right?
Yeah, we haven't been Nike for a year. But basically, Yardrunners collection includes shirts, hats, and hoodies from schools like Morehouse, A&T, Spelman, Howard, FAMU, and more, which is an incredible sort of that is some top black schools.
Yeah, they got over 50 HBCUs.
That's kind of dope.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a capsule. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's Nike's
I think
way
it's
of
dope. I think
Nike's
it's dope.
way of getting that like professional black money, the college educated black crowd. You know what I'm saying?
I think they already got them.
No, I think what they're doing is I think they're planting the seeds.
Yeah.
Because what they see is they see these athletes starting to be like, hey, I'm gonna go to a black school
Yeah.
instead of these other schools. So just in case that really does pop off, they'll be like, well, shit, at least we get Nikes, right? We've been getting Nikes. And then the kids will make it even, Nike will still keep getting that money. Because, they haven't supported black schools for the longest. So now that they're about to get that money, it's like, yo, like, let's really get it cracking. You know what I mean?
I wish that the collection was a little bit more original, though. Like, I would have liked to see some sort of creative attempt.
They didn't put
at
any
it.
creativity into
I
it.
don't think so. I mean,
Yeah.
it's no different than like the college lettering I can get at the Howard bookstore. You know what I'm saying? It's just slapped on a Nike dry fit this time.
You could probably get a Nike dry fit like polo
From
shirt at the
I can
bookstore.
get one. Yeah, I can get it from right from campus. I would have liked to see
Yeah.
something a little bit more different than
Yeah.
something I can already buy.
Yeah, and
know
if
what I
you
mean?
buy it at campus, you know where the money's going. It's not going to Nike.
Yeah,
It's
I was looking through because I was like really trying to find a piece that I would really like, even though I didn't go to Howard. I mean, it's like
you
an
represent.
HBCU here in the city that
Yeah.
I didn't go there, but I was there. So
Yeah.
but
You spend a couple nights there.
I spent a lot of time at Howard.
Listen, shout out to, unfortunately, you guys saw Broccoli City got canceled.
COVID, because of COVID.
I think that's what they said.
Damn.
But
Maybe it was
Howard
just because
also-
there
hold
weren't
on.
enough tickets sold.
I
Maybe.
didn't want to say that out loud.
Oh, okay.
So
I mean, I think it's a good. This is a good
mean,
excuse
it's
if you don't, yeah, if you're not selling enough tickets, you can always use the excuse of because COVID is getting worse, we're taking precautions, and you know we're gonna do the responsible thing. It sucks that it's happened though, because Broccoli City has been has had a huge name in this city for like almost going on 10 years. How many years they've been doing it?
Probably
About 10
years.
years, right?
about 10,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think I remember going to the first one maybe a year before my kid was born. She's 9, or
Yeah.
maybe she was just born. I can't remember, but it was right around that same time. So it's sad to see that they had to cancel it. I hope they come back next year stronger and where was it going to be? RFK again?
No, they haven't done no, I think they were doing it again at the
Oh, at that hospital in Southeast?
no, at FedEx. They do it in the parking lot of FedEx.
Right. That's what I meant. FedEx.
Oh yeah, you said RFK. Yeah, yeah.
Sorry,
That's
I
right.
meant FedEx. Yeah.
So, shout out to Broccoli City though. They're a great
Yeah,
team over there.
for
Definitely
sure.
Respect them and what they do. What's the podcast episode?
That was supposed to be
130,
this weekend?
October 2nd, I believe.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. So I did look at sneakers this morning. I did peep these white and red dunks that are supposed to be coming out very.
Are those
shortly.
St. John's? I'm thinking.
Nah,
No.
I think these
The
aren't-
St.
they're-
John's with the red one with the white.
Indiana. Indiana. This is Indiana.
I don't
University of
even
Indiana.
think these are.
I don't
even
think they're
know
like.
if they're
It said
school
True to
affiliated.
school or something like that.
Don't give them a name because then you won't get them. Once you put names on shits, they ghost.
They're just called the Championship Reds.
Yeah.
Yo, I like them. I like them a lot.
I like them too. Yeah, I mean they're doing a big push around them, which is never good.
Yeah.
That to me lessens your chance of getting them.
I'm getting them.
I mean, do what you
Definitely.
gotta do.
There's a lot of stores getting them, which is where I think I'm gonna just try to stay away from the apps and attack the physical stores.
What stores get them?
So far, it looks like every store is getting them. Major's getting them. Premium Goods is getting them. Corporate's gonna get them.
It's tomorrow.
Lapstone is getting them. Atmos is getting them.
That means nothing for me. But
Right.
tomorrow, that means I'm just gonna take.
That
a
means
shower
Abdul's
tonight.
going to get 5 pairs.
Yeah, that means I'm gonna take a shower tonight and let all these "what you got" videos run because
I like the gray fog one. The gray, white, and gray fog one's better than the red ones.
Those Georgetown.
Nah, I like
dog,
the red
those
ones.
Georgetown.
The Georgetown ones are sick.
necessary. I
I
know.
They
almost
hot,
bought those,
tops.
Not at low
Nah,
tops.
Lowe's. I
Those
almost
came out
bought
already?
Nah, they ain't come out yet.
They haven't come out yet, but remember there was another version of it with the orange swoosh on the tongue that came
Yeah.
out already.
Those were
I
women's
just,
though.
They were women's, but I just saw a pair at this consignment store in Tyson's Corner, and I almost grabbed a pair.
Blessed.
No, they got another one, Grandeur something. It's
Okay.
right outside the door of Nordstrom's upstairs.
Okay.
Just walk through Nordstrom's, and it's like right there, the first store on the right.
Word.
Yeah.
Right by the cafe.
Maybe. Yeah. But I like those red and white dunks though. I'm hoping we can get lucky in them shits.
Yeah, I definitely need to get those popping. Let's see, Saquon Barkley Air Trainer 3s. I don't love them, but I feel
Nah.
I feel like we put that in the air and look how quick it happened. We talked about Air Trainer 3s last week, 2 weeks ago. And
Them
I
shits
believe-
hurt your feet, yo. Those pinky
Yeah,
toe
they-
buttons.
You got to go up half a size.
Even still, it's still
No,
like,
no, no. If you go up half a size, you're good.
Shout out to our guy. I want to say it was Jay Ringo. Was it
Yeah,
Jay
Imran.
Ringo? Yeah, shout out to Imran. He's the one that DM'd us about it yesterday. Matter of fact, he's like,
Yeah.
y'all was just talking about the Air Trainer 3. So shout out to Imran. What else do we got here?
I've been a big fan of the Air Trainer 3.
I-
Man. It's
I
the
love the Air Trainer
3,
3s.
Air Trainer 1. I fuck with all of them, man. I'm gonna
Yeah.
grab that. I like this Saquon colorway too, so I'm gonna grab this shit.
So if you remember maybe 2 months ago, Abdul got in trouble. Abdul was just out in, I believe,
I know.
Portland, and took some pictures and put them on the internet. And next
I
thing
wasn't
you know,
supposed to.
he had Billie Eilish stands at his neck. I believe his photos were used on every website, every blog, every sneaker situation. And that was more so for the Billie Eilish ones, I believe.
Bro,
But
it
there's
wasn't. It had
one.
nothing to do with any shoe, to be honest.
Oh, it was just her
So
Jordan. It was just her.
yeah,
talking
it was
Nah, it
just
was like a little booklet.
it was
like
a notebook that had been given out at a meeting between Billie Eilish and Jordan Brand, and it just had like Billie Eilish times Jordan on it. That was it with
They
the
had like their
Jumpman
two
in it.
logos next to each other.
Yeah, I just fucking took a picture of it, didn't think anything of it, and the world blew up that day for Billie Eilish stands, man. They were just like, what the fuck? I thought there'd been rumors about it happening. I thought maybe it had already happened. It was something that just we weren't connected to. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Just because I don't think I can pick out Billie Eilish out of a lineup if I had to. So, but now there's pictures today that came out of a Billie Eilish Jordan 15 that's coming out, and I don't know. Have you all ever fucked with the 15?
Never.
I don't even know what they look like.
Yeah, I've never fucked with the 15s either, but looking at this one, I'm not really mad at it. It looks like it's a solid color, and I think Jordan has had a push for they've done a lot of 13s.
Oh, no,
We've seen a lot
I fuck with the 15s. When they first came out, the black ones, they had like the little red Prada stripe up the back. Those were kind of fire
I
back
can't
in the day.
remember. Yeah,
Just the regular black on black.
I appreciate the shape more today than I did back then.
For sure.
And this colorway seems very neutral. It's going to be a women's shoe, so I don't know what the sizing is going to go up to. I think, Eddie and I are always going to be good. There's always going to be a size 10.5 women's out there.
Yeah. I
but-
fuck with them. I'm looking at them now. I fuck with
these
'em.
look all right. These look
Yeah.
all right. But I think this is just the beginning of the rollout of the 15 for Jordan altogether. I think once this one drops, we're going to see a fucking shitload of 15s coming
Or
out
just
for
like
2022.
Every retro colorway that came out.
Maybe if they do original colorways, that would be dope. But I think we're just going to see like a whole bunch of...
They're going to kill it.
Yeah, they're going to fucking murder it.
Yeah.
Take it into the ground. That's just what they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Currently, there's a lot of 14s coming out. What's her name? Alila May?
Yeah.
Alila May had a 14 that just came out. There's a whole bunch of 14s slated to come out for holiday of this year. Next up, Billie Eilish is going to come out with the 15, and we're going to see the same thing happen with 15s. Shitload of colorways.
I mean, at least people are buying like other Jordans and not just like the 1 through 5s, you know?
I think they're making other Jordans. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if
People are buying them. You can't get like all those
I-
15s ain't in sitting on the shelves.
but I think they're just not making a lot available for purchase, so it looks like they're selling out more than they actually are. Right?
True.
So
I agree.
So we just came off of New York Fashion Week, right? Like there was a lot of activity with just, you know what I'm saying, like the Met Gala and all sorts of just like attention paid, and I think that's why we're seeing some of these announcements as well, because they want to piggyback off the hype of New York Fashion Week.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if, like if the general public is going to be excited about a Jordan 15, right? Like to me, it's always great. To me, the strength of your product always lies in, can you sell it to flyover states, like middle America? Like,
Yeah.
Can you sell out a concert in Albuquerque? To me, that means you're really a star. Because you're always going to sell out LA, you're always going to sell out New York, Vegas, whatever. But if you can sell out, if WizKid can sell out Albuquerque,
He can't.
exactly.
He cannot.
You see what I'm saying? Especially after the way they talked about his performance. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it was not heralded at all. You know what I mean? And I heard that and I didn't even hit you. I meant to hit you because y'all was right around the corner from me.
Yeah.
But a lot of people did come over after the show, but everybody was disappointed. Nobody was excited. Nobody was.
Yeah,
like,
I
feeling
didn't
good.
particularly think it was that good of a show. But then again, I'm not like a huge WizKid fan. I went with my girl. She thought she had a good time, so that's all that really matters.
But the people who were fans were the ones telling me like, "Nah, it wasn't like that." You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he has a really good stage presence, and the Fillmore is a pretty small venue, and like it was fucking crowded. So if you can't rock like a crowded room full of like,
Your
not that big of a room,
It's your people.
it wasn't like real. It wasn't like lit in there. You know what I mean?
That's
I'm
crazy.
sure the club afterwards was more lit than that place was.
So
Were there a lot of people wearing masks or?
Not really. They said you needed a mask to get in, so everybody had a mask to get in. But like, you buy a drink and you hold a drink, and now you don't have to wear a mask. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
that diverted us from our mention that Abdul got the Travis Jordan 1 lows.
Yeah.
Oh, you did get him.
Man, listen, I worked something out with our guys over at Soul Priorities.
Oh, shout
Charlotte.
out to Chase. Shout out to Chase.
Shout out to Chase. Shout out to Zach. We worked out a trade agreement. You know what I mean? Russell Westbrook to the Lakers. You know, one of them type of shits.
Okay.
So I'm gonna mail out my pairs tomorrow, and they're sending up the Travis lows tomorrow as well. So I'm in the game. I'm in
Shout
the
out to
game,
Chase.
dog.
He just hit me yesterday about some Stussy lows. I guess they got some Stussy.
Which one? The dunks?
The dunks. I think I might have said I love that shoe or something. What's that
Oh,
shoe?
the cherry joints.
Cherry
The
joints.
strawberry vanilla chocolate ice cream. joints?
I had to choose those. I had to choose between those and Tiffany's when I had the opportunity to cop, and I chose the Tiffany's.
I mean, you can't go wrong with the Tiffany's over those.
Yeah, nah.
I think I like the Stussy ones better.
These are a half size. These are
not
half
me.
size. Looking back on it, I should have chose these.
Yeah.
But these are a half size too small. I can't do 10 and a half right now.
Oh,
So-
there's no way you can do a 10 and a half. Not with all that
Especially-
stuffing in it too.
right.
Pause.
So shout out to Chase, man. Shout out to Soul Priorities.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna try to do a field trip down there, man.
We really got to. We got to do that.
I think I have 3 weeks off of Darling Nikki in early October. So if Darling Nikki is a crew, if we don't go to LA, then we should make like.
I thought about just driving down there and taking the sneakers out there to them, just
like
so I could
picking up your shoes.
Yeah, and dropping these, like, you know.
See, the problem is that if you drive, you're gonna pick up like a lot though. You're gonna get more than one pair of shoes.
I feel like Abdul already has all the shoes they got up in there.
Yeah, you never know, bro.
I mean, you know, I like to double up, triple up every now and then.
Right. That's what
I
I'm
feel
saying.
you.
If you fly, you're limited with what you can bring back.
That's true. No, I was thinking about driving.
Yeah.
Because
I'm
it's
just saying, though,
you
flying is
you
safer
said
than-
Charlotte is like 4 hours away, right? That's like going to
No.
New York.
No, it's not
No?
4 hours away.
It's more.
I think it's like 6 or 7.
6,
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Nah, Atlanta's like
8.
8.
Definitely
Atlanta's
6.
like-
and well, that Atlanta's
Yeah.
2 states away from North
Yeah,
Carolina.
but Charlotte is right on the border of South Carolina. So
Yeah.
like Charlotte is 20 minutes from South Carolina. You're right there. So
okay.
you know what I'm saying? So
Damn, that seems like a way longer drive than I thought.
Yeah, that's all day in the car back and forth.
oh yeah, you're not gonna do that. You're not,
Don't sleep on Abdul.
I mean, I'll do it.
He's made further day trips than that.
That's a fact.
You need to at that point.
That's
you
a
just need
fucking
to-
fact.
You need to just like, all right, cool. We're gonna go to Charlotte. We're gonna boom, have some food, go to a
Yeah.
Hornets game, go to sleep, and then wake up and push back. Like that's the safest way to do it.
Yeah, it says Charlotte's 6 hours from here
Yeah,
right
that
now.
85 is no joke. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? So, what's the podcast?
I could do 6 hours on a day trip
Yeah,
too, though.
yeah, for sure. You could do six. Before
That's
we
still
get-
12 hours in the car though. That's
Yeah, you know.
Well, if you're in the car for 12 hours, you can listen to the new AZ, right? Do or Die 2.
Do or die too.
that shit's
Yeah.
I
fire.
downloaded
Yo, listen to it. I got it. I
Yeah.
got it queued up and ready.
That
man.
shit's fire.
It's good. It's good. He's talking, 50-year-old black Cuban Puerto Rican man excellence. And
Wait,
Brooklyn-
sorry, AZ is Latinx.
His name is Antonio Cruz.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Dominican, Cuban. Would you say
I just threw it out there. I don't know the specifics. but-
Let's find
Anthony
out.
Cruz? You
He
know,
could,
you know.
he could be Panamanian like Clark.
He
He's
could
from
be
Brooklyn.
Panamanian. Fabulous is also Latinx.
Yep.
He's Dominican,
Yeah.
but his
Yep.
last name is Jackson. He might be half.
No, his
I think his
dad,
name is-
his dad is black. His mom is Dominican.
Okay, John Jackson, I think is his name.
Yeah. So yeah, AZ. His mother is black and his father is Dominican.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So I mean, AZ the visualizer.
The
you know what I'm saying?
visualizer.
If you've been
He's married to a
rocking with him.
billionaire, right? Is he
Is
still
he?
married?
Is he? I didn't
Yo,
know
he
that.
was married to like one
He's
of like
mar-
the richest cosmetic like fucking
What?
magnets in the world.
AZ was?
Yeah. Like,
Who is she?
I don't know.
Nah, you gotta-
Something to do with cosmetics and like hair and all this stuff and makeup.
Mm.
I don't know if he was married to her, but that was his girl. Like he was chilling. That, you know what, that relationship might be over, which is probably why he's back to rapping. AZ girlfriend,
Wife.
rich. Let's see.
I can't find it.
Yeah, they don't say much about it. I just googled AZ rapper wife and nothing.
Me too.
Wait, how did I make up this story?
Are you sure you're not
AZ's
talking about Jay Electronica?
No, not Jay Electronica.
Because he's
Is
married to like some super rich
very-
white women.
Yeah, he's married to a Rothschilds.
Yeah,
That's
Rothschild.
crazy.
Yeah.
Or is he married to her, or is he just
They have a
with
baby
her?
or something. He locked it down though.
Yo,
Yeah.
but that's just crazy that Jay Electronica is married to a white. Like, how you? I don't know.
Yeah,
How you gonna be
no.
a 5% married to a white woman?
Listen, that's why we thought Umar Johnson was married to.
Right, but Jay Electronica is like you a 5%. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. He got a baby with Erica Badu too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, get that
You know
money,
what?
homie.
I can't seem to pull up anything on this story I just made up about AZ and a millionaire girlfriend.
Side note, if you guys know anybody else that is trying to go to the DNice and Nas show, I just got a text with a code for $55 tickets.
Whoa.
So I know how you guys are moving with that concert, but if anybody else wants to go, I got the code for $55 tickets.
And he's only gonna charge you $20 for the $55 code.
True. I can't even
Listen,
go
that's
to
how it works. He's still coming up.
It's still a come up.
Yo, I think I made up this story about AZ's girlfriend being
I
like
think
a
you made it up.
multimillionaire. Ah, man. How did I make that up? Millionaire. Yeah, I'm excited about going to this show, man.
Me too. I haven't seen Nas perform live in like years.
He's gonna be awesome. I saw him oh, here we go. Is rapper AZ dating a billionaire? Wait.
That was like one of your like old MySpace posts from
in
like 15 years ago.
1998.
Tasha S. Valles, also known as the youngest billionaire ever. Yeah, that's her name. Tasha.
Velez.
Yeah, look her up. Tasha Velez. Let me see what she did. Now,
Anyway,
I'm
listen.
fucking
While Abdul does his research, once again, we want to give a
doing
shout
the
out
knowledge.
to Isabella's mother. She's a steady listener.
Yeah.
We appreciate all that good stuff, bonbons and all that good stuff.
She wrote a book called Young Black Millionaires. Sorry.
Episode 130 was a podcast. Well, as Abdul does the knowledge, we just want you to know that be safe in these streets this weekend. There is a Trump rally, 8th Street Festival, Hampton Howard.
It's a lot of
CDC.
things happening. A lot of things happening this weekend. You think the Proud Boys decided to do it because it's also Congressional Black Caucus weekend?
Nah, downtown is like flooded. Supposedly, I heard with like they're already putting the fences back up, and there's signs everywhere that basically
Right.
says if you see anything going down, call 911.
No, I'm saying you think the Proud Boys decided to come into town this weekend because it's
Oh,
going to
no.
be like a predominantly
I
black.
don't even think they knew it was Black
Yeah,
Caucus. I don't think they knew
knew.
it was
No,
like
no,
Howard.
no.
Like
Howard.
why did they pick this weekend? Like
Just
there's got to
'cause.
be some sort of science behind it. No?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think
There's
just
probably
her.
some like racist holiday going on or something.
Yeah, that's probably why. Tasha Valles is her name, so I didn't really make it up. I think she's supposedly a self-made billionaire or something like that.
Well, did you Google her?
I just kind of gave up.
I mean, we got to.
She wrote a book.
We got to cite our sources, bro. People be trying to come at us like we're wrong. So.
That's okay. Fuck them.
Yeah,
Come
listen,
at us.
Come at me. What do you want? This fucking podcast is free.
No bullshit.
What can you expect?
Yeah. Until you
I'm
hit
not
that
citing no fucking sources
Till you
for
hit
a
that
free
Patreon.
podcast. Are you stupid?
Until you hit that Patreon, shut the fuck up. If you ain't gonna hit that Patreon,
Listen, we need to be cordial to all of our listeners.
Listen,
Okay, guys.
and we need to be cordial to all of our patrons because we haven't given them shit and they continue dropping money in there.
Shout
Listen,
out to,
respect to you guys. We love you guys.
shout out to all 11 of y'all, no doubt. So,
Yeah, it's only a few, but hey, we'll take it.
yeah. So AZ Door Die 2 is a banger. I really want people to get hip to that. It's good. The West Side Gun is still really good. I'm listening to that heavily. Baby
Hitler wears
Keem,
Hermes 8.
yeah, Hitler vs. Hermes 8.
Fire.
Baby Keem, who is Kendrick Lamar's cousin.
Is that his real cousin?
Yeah, they're real cousins.
Yeah.
Keem is 20 years old from Vegas. He put out a new album called The Melodic Blue. It's pretty good. He did all the beats.
Kendrick did it, or
no.
he did his own beats?
Baby
Keem
Keem did
did
a lot of his
Baby
own
Keem
beats.
did most
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
production. Okay.
There's a woman by the name of Tems, Tems. She's an Afrobeats artist. She's just an artist, singer. She's on the Essence record with Wizkid.
Is she African?
Yeah, I believe she is. She
Okay,
just put out a
good.
song. She just put out a
I
song.
think only Africans should be allowed to do Afrobeat.
Well,
I mean, isn't that what makes it Afrobeat?
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like, yeah, well, that's the way it should continue being like that.
Yeah.
but it's
Unless
not,
it's
though.
like you can hop on somebody's beat. There needs
Yeah,
to
I
be
mean,
an
you could do a
African on there.
remix. You could do a remix to somebody.
There got to be an African on there.
Nah, they put Bieber on the remix to Essence.
Yeah, but
Right,
but Wizkid
did-
is on it.
Is on it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying though is that
Abdul's saying that Bieber can't put out his own Afrobeat song
Right.
by himself.
Drake can't put out an Afrobeat song with just him.
Drake been putting out Afrobeats on. What do you think One Dance is?
I thought is that
Okay, I
I'm
don't
just
know.
saying that's an
Well, he
Afrobeat
shouldn't be
song.
allowed to.
It's one of the biggest songs in the world, bro.
He shouldn't
Like,
have done that.
I just feel like he made it popular, right? Like he really took it to another level, whether we want to like it or not. That's definitely an Afrobeat song.
I mean, I don't know. It's a slippery slope because he is of Afro descent. So why can you tell him he can't do that? You know what I'm saying?
Because he's Canadian.
Yeah, but yeah,
That's why.
I hear what you're saying, but
I think there needs
know.
only Africans should be allowed to do Afro beats for real.
Yeah, I mean, you mean
I think-
Africans from Africa?
Yes.
I think to keep it authentic and keep the integrity, I agree. However, we see how everything in the world that is created by black people gets mimicked and it gets changed and it gets swayed just enough from its original offering to be made popular. Again, I don't know if I've had the conversation with y'all, but I've had it with many musically inclined friends to say they put Bieber on the remix to make it the most popular song in the world, which it was at one point. It was like the most Shazam song in the world. But if I'm Wizkid and they say, who do you want for the remix? I'm calling Rihanna. Rihanna hasn't put nothing out in 5 years.
Yeah.
Right? If you want to get one person to come out of the blue and really take this song to the next level, get Rihanna. If you have to, get The Weeknd. Make it an all-star studded sort of...
And keep it black.
And you keep it black. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Nothing against the Biebs. He does his thing.
Yeah, I
Like,
feel you.
But there was a very strong...
He also used the N-word.
But there was also a very strong sentiment within the DJ community saying, do not download or play that song.
He also...
The thing is,
I'd never heard of Despacito before Bieber.
Yeah.
So there's also that.
Well, listen, that's on the Latinx people, and I'm not one of them. So you gotta.
No, but I think it's the same mentality though. Like, like
I mean, they had Drake singing in Spanish.
I love
did?
that song too.
Yep.
Yeah, Drake and Bad
Bunny.
Mia, I love that record too.
Yeah.
I still play it. I don't know.
Sean Paul did all Spanish song first.
Sean Paul looks Spanish.
He does. he did a song in 2001.
He's
completely all
Portuguese. He's
Spanish.
Portuguese, right?
He's a whole lot of things. He's black.
Yeah.
He's Chinese. He's Middle Eastern. He's Jewish. He's Portuguese, Chinese, black,
White.
and white. Yeah,
Yep.
It's just a lot going on with Sean Paul. You know,
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's a lot going on.
He's Jamaican.
he's Jamaican.
Right.
I forgot to say that. More importantly, he's Jamaican. Yo, speaking of, we were talking about COVID and protocols and things like that. A minister in Jamaica just had to retire. Oh, well, not retire, but he had to resign today because, they have very strict COVID protocols over there. You can't hang out and do anything. Everything is a lockdown. This motherfucker had a little party at his crib. It wasn't even anything crazy, honestly. It looked like it was like 13 people in the shit. But, they were drinking and partying and dancing and Somebody fucking posted that shit online.
Oh, they come and shut that shit down.
No, not only that, but he had to resign. And now the fucking president just tweeted that they're doing like a police investigation on him and everybody else who was at the party.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
So how
Not
do they feel? How do they feel about like? Are you allowed to like leave the country and party somewhere else and then come back?
you got to come back with all these tests. You got to quarantine. Like it's literally, I've had friends from there who have left the country and come back, and they got to come back and quarantine in the crib for two whole days. They track that shit like they're not fucking playing because nobody wants to get a fucking vaccine down there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Vibes Cartel, who's in jail, just got the vaccine, and in hopes of, getting his people who are outside to get vaccinated. It's a really big deal that Vibes was like, yo, I'm going to try to do this and get people to think right. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole Rasta mentality is very natural.
Anti-modern medicine.
Yeah, and they just believe in the earth and natural way of living and things like that. And not saying that everybody in Jamaica is Rasta, but just saying that that's become the thinking of a lot of people. And, vaccine is just, you don't know what's in it and whatever. It's all bullshit. So the Prime Minister Andrew Holness just said that the video that came out involving the member of parliament is being investigated, and everybody in the video is under scrutiny. So it's going down. Yes, but no, that's just to I didn't mean to digress. Shout out to Sean Paul.
It's all good.
And
What's the
his
podcast?
Spanish song.
What's the podcast? We're not going to say what is Abdul watching.
Yo, I got a whole bunch of things queued up that I haven't finished or even started yet because I'm just waiting for him to have a few more episodes. Godfather Harlem is one of them. The WuTang Saga.
Godfather Harlem is done. Like for season 2, it's over.
Yeah, but they came back with the rest of season 2.
Right, and so that's done also.
Right, I never caught up on that.
Okay,
I never finished it.
Okay.
I think it was like a COVID break. They had to stop recording for COVID, and then they finished off the season. So I need to finish that off.
I think a couple of the actors caught COVID.
That's not surprising.
Yeah.
And WuTang Saga season 2 is on Hulu. I'm gonna watch that. But I've been focused and I can't stop getting away from Billions. I restarted the whole series on Showtime. The new season, I think it's season 6, started last week or a couple of weeks ago, but I decided to start at season 1, episode 1. I'm already on season 3.
Damn.
And yeah, I'm fucking flying. And it's like watching the whole fucking series all over again, man. I'm really enjoying it. And I know, like, instead of like flicking around, like looking at stations and shows and searching for something to watch, that's like my go-to. I know I got to knock this series out, right? Yeah. So I like that. So yeah, primarily I've been focused on Billions, and once that is done, I got a whole bunch of stuff to get to, but I'll worry about that later on. So yeah, this week and next week I don't have any new TV to report on, but go check out the Wu-Tang joint, man. And that Wonder Kids, that Wonder Years show, the remake with the little black kid and his family is starting again on ABC, I believe, sometime in September. So I'm gonna watch that as well.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to that. I'm interested in that. I want to see it.
Yeah, me too.
I want to see if they can develop the show within the context of the time.
Yeah.
Right. So like we know in American history what that time looked like, and
it was bad.
What it did for black people and civil rights and things
yes.
like that. But how else can you develop those characters in the show, and where do they live, and how is the assassination of
how do they live? Where do they live? Yeah.
Right, because where were the
and how different it was from Fred Savage's family.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The white family.
Where were the black suburbs? If it takes place in the suburbs, are they going to make light? Are they going to try to ignore this stuff? I'm interested in that, man. I really want to see that show succeed.
Yeah, me too.
And so, we'll keep our eye on that. If you're in DC this week, please be safe. Wear a mask.
Please be safe. Keep a weapon on you. I'm just kidding.
keep your eyes open and your wallet in your front pocket.
Yeah.
I want to say before we sign off that I just saw the Buffalo Bills, who are an American professional team.
Okay.
I don't know if it's true or not. I just saw a tweet that said that they are requiring their fans to show proof of vaccination to get into a football game.
Oh, you know what? I think I saw California do that too with the Chargers and the Rams and some other teams as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll have more. We'll have more info on that on our Twitter and our Instagram if you're gonna check this out. But obviously 1:30 we knocked it out the park. This is a solid hour 30 on the docket. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired. We have children.
We had a long
day
day
in the morning. Been a long day. I got Darling Nikki T-shirts. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
So
word.
those will be available.
Where do you go to go get that?
The party next Wednesday.
Oh, it's not online
at the party.
Well, hopefully we can get them online by this weekend. We gotta build out the site and everything. But
You gonna have them selling them in the front part in the deli at Capo?
we're gonna shoot for it.
Put them in like a little carry out container.
Try to get them packed up.
When are we doing the next?
Oh, you gonna roll them up like a hoagie?
Yeah, like a brick. You know what I'm saying?
That's fire.
I gotta get the parchment paper on Friday. You know what I'm saying?
You got Darling Nikki parchment paper?
Yeah.
Ooh.
When are we filming a next little skit for the party? I got an idea for a skit, bro.
You're not part of the skit.
I need to be part of it.
We are not filming a skit for the show.
You're not part of the skit.
I should be part of the skit. I'm a very good actor.
I have a fantastic idea.
I have a better idea.
The first one was my idea. This one's better though. So
Let me hear your idea, and then let's let the people vote.
No.
All right. Can I tell you my idea?
Go for it.
All right. Here we go. Here's the skit. Okay. Jerome Baker III, DJ Jerome Baker III, and DJ Matthias. Wait, what is Matthias's DJ name?
Matthias.
Yep.
That's kind of boring. All right. DJ Jerome Baker III.
Is it different than Jerome Baker?
Yes, it had Jerome Baker III has a ring to it.
Star
respectfully.
It's like, yeah, okay.
And then DJ Matthias.
Yeah.
Okay. So
He's stupid.
all right. It's Wednesday.
Matthias got to put his whole government shit out there.
Now, so think about it. It's just imagine, okay? I'm gonna walk you through the treatment of this video.
Is it Thursday or is it Wednesday?
No, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday around 9 p.m. Jerome and Matthias are at Jerome's crib. They've been making beats and they forgot that, we got Darling Nikki tonight. We're running late. Fuck, we gotta get to the club. Somebody call an Uber. Guess who pulls up in the 2016 Honda Accord, dog?
Caduce.
That's me. Abdul pulls up. I'm the driver. So you get in the car. I'm like, oh shit, I'm driving you guys. I start asking questions. I'm the Uber driver who's always talking, right? The annoying one. I'm driving. I'm like, yo, where you guys going? You're like trying to put your headphones in, pretend like you don't want to talk. And I'm like, turn the music off already. I'm asking you more questions. I find out everything about Darling Nikki and you guys and your party. We get up to Capo. I fucking double park the whip right out front. You guys get out. Surprisingly, I get out with you. And I'm like, yo.
You cancel the ride, give them a free ride?
No, I don't know. They pay for the ride.
Okay.
But I say I'm going to party with you guys tonight. And we go in there and I'm fucking raging. And that's the skit. Yo, Darling Nikki. Boom. Imagine that. Quentin Tarantino. What do you think? That's a good idea. Eddie?
I mean, it could work.
You pictured it? Did you see it?
Jerome definitely Ubers to the club, so I mean,
Listen,
it could work.
I've seen it.
I've been on the scooters now.
Like a 27-inch Zenith.
Zenith.
Yeah.
Like a Zenith.
Yeah. I'm the perfect guy for this. One take. I'll have the whole thing done.
You know what I learned? It's not even about one take. Like you can go in there and monster it, but that video we shot took 3 hours, so it takes a while.
Like 30-second video clip.
30-second video take 3 hours.
Yeah,
You know
I could do it in one take.
That's because the dude's
That's
charging
you didn't
by
have
the
me.
hour. He's charging you by the hour.
Nah, Pierre, we just had to get it right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Our next video will be out soon.
Let me be in that.
We got 8 new songs coming up soon.
Pierre, recruit me.
You know what I'm saying?
Abdul's
The
gonna
podcast,
hit you in your
episode
DMs,
130. Shout out to my man, always available. #StreetwearEddie.
Pierre. Peace.
Shout out to the Republican on deck. You know
Yo,
what I'm
if you need somebody to be an actor, holla at me. Trying to get my SAG card. All
Hey,
right.
bro. I mean, you got to start popping up. You got to be at the next verses or something. Like, I don't know why Mayor's there and you're not. You feel me?
That's
Like,
true.
what's going
Shout out
on?
to Mayor.
What's the next verses? Sean Paul versus
Sean Paul does a versus. I'm fucking there.
with Buju? I don't know. Versus
No, that wouldn't be the. It'd be Sean Paul versus Pitbull.
Ooh,
That was
might-
that was one your peoples did that. Like
I don't
Road
know.
Podcast. Shout out to the Road Podcast. They did that.
No disrespect. I don't know if Sean Paul wants that Pitbull smoke. Mr. Worldwide, Mr. Worldwide.
That's an easy W.
I mean,
for
I
Sean.
like Sean Paul better, but Pitbull is,
easy W.
Also, guys, I think we talked about it last week, and I've still yet to find a successful, impactful Mexican rapper. So if anybody out there can help us find a successful or impactful
modern day, not Kid
modern
Frost.
day
Yeah.
Mexican
Yeah,
rapper,
don't tell us about Kid Frost
Yeah,
please hit up
or
our-
Cypress Hill. We know about them.
We said they're Cuban, right?
yeah. They're not
Yeah,
Mexican.
they're not even Mexican.
Shout out to Abdul, aka he's still a Republican. DJ Jerome Baker III. I'm everywhere this Saturday.
Jerome
night.
McCain,
Shit.
John McCain's son-in-law.
I'm everywhere this Saturday night. Come holler at me. We're out. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.